These pictures show the start of my carnivore journey. Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. If you're new to my channel, my name's Carrie Irizarry with Armored in Truth. And I've been sharing a daily update of being on the carnivore diet and the things I go through, the ups and downs, the good, the bad, the ugly. There's a lot in between, the beginning and the end stage. And a lot of people give up on the carnivore, and I haven't given up, but I've been on it, off it, on it, off it, on it, off it. But every time I'm realizing I feel better. So, this is something that I need to learn to stick with. And I also like to get on here and share scripture with you. So today I'm sharing 1 Corinthians 9:27. And this says, "But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway." So I keep my body under subjection. Paul is talking here about being temperate in all things and, having self-control and having the fruit of the Spirit. And we definitely need the fruit of the Spirit, the self-control, when it comes to our eating. The only reason we're, in this predicament is because, a lot of us have overeat. We haven't showed that self-control, and, and I'm pointing fingers at myself. And so I need to keep my body under subjection, not give it what it wants. And sometimes our body screams so loud for what it wants, just because it's used to it. And so even through that screaming, we have to learn to say no. We have to learn to call on the Lord and ask Him to help us. So I turn back to priming. If you don't know what priming is, this is when you eat a lot. And when I first learned about carnivore, I didn't hear about priming. So as always, what do you do when you're on a diet? You think you eat less. And with carnivore, you need to eat more fatty meats, and of course the protein's in there. But it's all about getting the fat in you and getting your body used to and adjusted to becoming fat adapted. So, my body for many years has been running on carbs and sugars, right? And so when I don't have carbs and sugars, I crave things and I want things because that's what my body is used to. So priming is a period of time, they say maybe 3 to 4 weeks, where you're just eating as much as you can, a lot of high fat meat and things like that, steak, hamburger meat, of course your eggs, your bacon. And that helps your body to adjust to the new way of eating. So I do certainly feel better when I do the priming. So hopefully it's something that I can stick with, because it truly, right now, it's really hard for me to eat that much. I ate 3 meals today. Every time I felt hungry, I just ate another meal. So I felt better, but I'm not used to eating that much. So it's just something that we have to get used to and realize that if I'm craving things or if I feel hungry, it's just because my body's not used to having fat as fuel. And I understand that, many of us are addicted to carbs and sugars, and the food industry wanted it that way because they make the money. And so over many, many years of just feeding my body sugar and carbs, of course, that's what it wants and that's what it craves. But what your body truly needs is high fat and, of course, the protein. We've been hearing for a long time, protein, protein, protein. But it needs the right kind of protein. And the right kind of protein comes from the animal, the animal meat, the animal fats. So I'm going to be doing priming. So yesterday was not as rough. So that's good. So if you're having difficulties being on carnivore, think about that. I'll link a video about priming below. And I know one of my major problems was I wasn't eating enough. So carnivore is the one diet that they tell you eat more, eat more, eat more. So we shouldn't have a problem with that, right? But I want to keep my body under subjection because this is the right thing to do. It's going to make me more healthy. It's going to get rid of some of the the health problems that I do have. I've explained before that, yes, I have some health problems, but they're not debilitating, I guess. And that's another reason why it's been hard to go straight carnivore. Because unfortunately, we always wait until we just can't take it anymore. We just can't move anymore. And, I don't want to wait to that point. So I'm just trying to share with you the ups and downs here. And so tune in Monday through Friday for a short recap of how my day went. And hopefully it will be a blessing to you and you'll have some encouragement. Like, subscribe, and comment. And we will talk to you later and see you later, and God bless.